Most people who have a pet treat them as part of their family. Others go so far as to provide for them in their estate planning documents. But what happens if you don't have a will, but have a trust instead? Why probate your estate just for your dog's sake? Stay tuned and I'll give you the dish on pet trusts in Pennsylvania.
Welcome to this episode of Your Legal Legacy with your host, Attorney Michelle Conti.
In 2006, Pennsylvania became the 32nd state to adopt a pet trust law. The law provides that a trust may be created to provide for the care of an animal who is alive during your lifetime. The trust will terminate upon the death of the pet, or if the trust was created to provide for the care of more than one pet that's alive during your lifetime, then upon the death of the last surviving animal. Mark Twain said, "The dog is a gentleman. I hope to go to his heaven, not man's." In Pittsburgh, we love our sports teams. We also love our pets. We take them for walks, play with them in the yard, maybe even dress them up in a Steelers jersey on Sundays. For us animal lovers, our dogs, cats, parrots, they're more than just animals. They're a part of our families. To us, it makes complete sense why Oprah Winfrey is reported to have set up a $30 million trust for her beloved dogs. We understand why Betty White has set aside $5 million for her pets. In 2007, we read about Leona Helmsley leaving her $12 million estate to her dog and smiled knowing that if we could, we would too. Thankfully, providing for our pets, it doesn't take millions. But without any planning, what happens to your pet if you die? Or what happens if you get placed in a nursing home? Who will take care of them then? In Pennsylvania, you can't just leave money to a pet in your will because technically your dog is seen as property. And under our laws, leaving money to your pet is the same as me leaving my diamonds to my house. It doesn't make any sense. But even so, 12% of the population here tries to leave money to their pets via will, rather than in the appropriate pet trust. So what is a pet trust? Well, it's just a legal agreement where you can set aside money and directions to care for your pet. For example, I have 3 dogs. I have Duke, Lola, and Jasmine. In this trust, not only will I name the trustee, but I will put aside money and choose the instructions for their care. The trustee has the duty to arrange for their proper care according to my instructions. I control from the grave. But it doesn't have to be set up or funded before you die. You can draft it through your will so that when you do pass, the trust will then be created. You can also create it during your lifetime. It does go into effect as soon as you become unable to care for your pets. If after thinking about it, you've come to realize that having a pet trust is for your companion is important, and that you cannot bear the thought of Duke going to a shelter, would you ask to put it into a pet trust? There's 3 aspects that you need to think about: the funding, the instruction, and the caretaking. Give me a call and we can schedule a time to discuss your wishes to make sure that your pets are taken care of if something happens to you.
Thank you for watching Your Legal Legacy. For more great information, visit ContiLawLLC.com.